Well, I majored in music as a college student, and was playing the piano at that time. I hadn't had any organ lessons. So then as a novice, I began organ lessons. Didn't learn a great deal that year because the novitiate year was very busy. But then after I'd been teaching a couple of years, I think the community sent out some kind of questionnaire as to, because I was teaching in Staples, and I was doing school music and church music and private lessons. And so I responded, what do you enjoy most? What aspect? And I thought church music is what I really liked most. So then I was sent to summer school at Rensselaer, Indiana, St. Joseph's College in Rensselaer, and got a master's degree in church music there. That was shortly after Vatican II, and we didn't have a lot of church music in English at that point. Well, it's just that we didn't know that much about liturgy, things were just beginning, kind of. But then, after I finished that degree, by that time I was teaching in Wadena, and Sister Evan asked me to come home and be liturgy coordinator for the community. And we were large then, I think about 770 sisters. And we didn't have computers, everything was very laborious. But I guess the experience of working with church music in parishes told me that was what I enjoyed. And a few times when I was in the parish, neighboring priests would come and say, the bishop is coming for confirmation to my little parish, and we don't have a really trained musician. Would you come and practice with our choirs and work with them so they can, do their best when the bishop comes? So I did that, and that way Bishop Spels got to know, that I worked in church music. So when I moved back to St. Ben's, I was asked to be on the Diocesan Liturgical Commission. And at that time, they were looking they wanted the diocese to hire at least a part-time director of sacred music. So we recommended someone, and Bishop Spell said, I can't afford to hire a layperson. So one of the members of the commission said, well, how about a sister, looking at me? And that kind of resonated well with me. So eventually I asked to do that part-time, and then moved into it full-time, and then realized that you don't do music by itself, but you need to do liturgy with music. So the title of the office was changed to the Office of Worship rather than just music. My idea of the office, and I think Bishop Spels's idea, was that it was a resource for people for small parishes that didn't have trained people. Now it's much more working with diocesan liturgies and doing what the bishop needs. Well, when I was director of the Office of Worship, I would give diocesan workshops and bring in speakers and so on to try to give some formation to the people who had not had an opportunity to study formally, but who were doing parish music simply because they were the ones who played the piano or the organ, or the guitar in some cases. So I tried, and I did a newsletter to try to offer suggestions to them about what music would be appropriate, how they might decorate their churches for Advent and Christmas and Lent and Easter, that sort of thing. Huh. And we had a good committee that worked with me, so they would help to plan these educational opportunities.